Welcome to Sissygram Spicy Story channel. If you like my voice, then hit the like button and do subscribe our channel for regular updates. Today I come up with whole new content of story. So, now let's start the story. Alex stood before the mirror, his fingers trembling as they lightly traced the edge of the luxurious burgundy dress hanging in his closet. The fabric, adorned with delicate lace trim, seemed to beckon him, whispering to him like an irresistible siren song. He longed to feel the soft fabric on his skin, to spin around and watch the skirt flutter around his legs. But he knew it wasn't something he could indulge in anymore. With a heavy sigh, Alex closed the closet door, locking away his desires, along with the hidden dresses. He had made a promise to Alina and to himself that this part of his life was behind him. The wedding band on his finger felt like a constant weight, reminding him of the vows he had made and the life he had committed to living. "Honey, are you ready?" Alina's voice called from downstairs, snapping Alex from his thoughts. "Just a minute," he replied, quickly adjusting his tie and forcing a smile as he headed downstairs. Alina greeted him with a radiant smile, her eyes filled with admiration. "You look so handsome," she said, straightening his lapel. "The Johnsons are going to be impressed." Alex nodded, swallowing the lump in his throat. Alina was beautiful, kind, and fully devoted to him. What more could any man want? Yet, as they drove to the dinner party, a feeling of suffocation washed over him. He was trapped in a role he had never truly wanted to play. The evening dragged on, filled with meaningless conversation and strained laughter, while Alex's mind wandered back to the secret stash of makeup he kept hidden at home. He longed to feel the sweep of mascara on his lashes, the smooth glide of lipstick across his lips. "Alex," Alina's voice snapped him back to the present, her hand resting on his thigh under the table. "Didn't you hear? The Johnsons were asking about our honeymoon." Alex blinked, forcing himself to respond. "Oh, yes, of course. It was magical," he said, describing their trip to Bali with an empty smile. The honeymoon, the romantic walks on the beach, it all felt so hollow to him, a performance he was struggling to maintain. That night, as Alina slept soundly beside him, Alex lay awake, his thoughts a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. He loved Alina, at least he thought he did, but something inside him felt empty. The more time passed, the larger the divide grew between who he was and the life he was living. To escape the turmoil, he threw himself into his work, staying late at the office, taking on extra projects, anything to avoid facing the silence at home. Alina noticed the change, of course. How could she not? The distance between them grew until one evening she sat down with him, her voice filled with concern. "Alex, we need to talk. You've been distant lately. You're never home, and when you are, you're not really here." Alex's heart raced. Panic rose in his chest. "I'm sorry, Alina. I've just been swamped at work. You know how it gets." But Alina wasn't convinced. "It's more than that. You've been different since we got married." He opened his mouth to offer another excuse, but the lies felt hollow, and they died on his lips. He was tired of pretending, of burying his true self beneath the expectations of society. "Alina," he began, his voice trembling, "there's something I need to tell you." The confession poured out of him, years of suppressed desires, a lifetime of hiding his true identity. He told her about the stash of women's clothing he kept hidden, about his overwhelming urge to express his feminine side. Alina listened in stunned silence, her face a mixture of shock, confusion, anger, and finally, a deep sorrow. "How could you keep this from me?" she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "All this time, our entire marriage. It's been a lie." Alex reached for her hand, but she pulled away. "It was a lie, Alina. I do love you, but I can't keep denying who I am anymore. The next few days were filled with tears, arguments, and painful silences. Alina went through a range of emotions, from anger to bargaining, trying to find a way to save their marriage. "We can work through this," she pleaded. "Maybe therapy, or maybe you could just keep it private like before. We can make this work, Alex. We have to." But deep inside, Alex knew there was no going back. The floodgates had opened, and he couldn't shove his true self back into the closet. "I'm sorry, Alina," he said softly, his heart breaking at the sight of the pain in her eyes. "But I can't live a lie anymore. It's not fair to you, and it's killing me inside." In the end, Alina gave him an ultimatum: their marriage, or his desire to live authentically as a woman. With a heavy heart, but also a newfound sense of liberation, Alex chose himself. The divorce was painful and messy, leaving him feeling both free and utterly alone. He moved into a small apartment, renting it across town. For the first time in his adult life, he was free to explore his true identity without fear of judgment. At first, it was small steps, painting his nails, experimenting with makeup in the privacy of his apartment. Each day, he felt a little more like himself, yet the loneliness was overwhelming. He had lost not just his wife, but most of their friends, too. Seeking connection, Alex hesitantly joined an online support group for transgender individuals. There, he met Maya. Her profile picture showed a tall, elegant woman with kind eyes and a warm smile, but it was her words that captivated him. She shared her own journey with raw honesty and humor, offering support to others in the group. After weeks of interaction through the forum, Alex finally worked up the courage to send her a private message. "Your story is so inspiring," he wrote. "I'm just starting my journey and I feel so lost. How did you find the strength to be true to yourself?" Maya's response came quickly, as strength was always there. It just took time to realize that living authentically is the greatest gift we can give ourselves and the world. Their conversations moved from the forum to text messages, and eventually, long late-night phone calls. Maya became Alex's confidant, guiding him through the often confusing world of gender identity. One evening, Maya asked, "Have you thought about a name?" "I've always liked Anna," Alex admitted. The name felt both foreign and right. "Anna," Maya said, her voice filled with warmth. "It suits you. Strong, beautiful, full of potential." With Maya's unwavering support, Anna began to take bigger steps in her transition, starting hormone therapy and watching as her body slowly changed. The first time Anna went out in public, presenting as a woman, Maya was by her side. At a quiet cafe, Anna's heart raced with anxiety, but Maya's words of encouragement were a balm to her nerves. "You look beautiful," Maya said, giving Anna a warm hug. "How do you feel?" "Terrified," Anna admitted, but also right. Their friendship deepened, evolving into something neither had expected. One evening, as they walked hand in hand through a moonlit park, Anna confessed, "I think I'm falling for you." Maya stopped and turned toward Anna, her eyes filled with emotion. "More than okay," she whispered. "I've been falling for you since the moment we met." Their first kiss was soft, tentative, and full of promise. With Maya's love and support, Anna's journey of self-discovery accelerated. She found the courage to come out to her family, facing their shock and confusion with newfound strength. Some relationships were strained, but others surprisingly supportive. After months of contemplation and soul-searching, Anna made the decision to undergo gender confirmation surgery. The day before the surgery, Maya asked, "Are you sure about this?" "I've never been more sure of anything in my life," Anna replied, squeezing Maya's hand. "This is who I am." The recovery was long and difficult, but Maya was always there, standing by her side through the pain and doubt. When Anna finally saw her reflection in the mirror after surgery, tears of relief and joy filled her eyes. "How do you feel?" Maya asked, wrapping her arms around Anna from behind. "Complete," Anna whispered, "like the outside finally matches the inside." As Anna continued her journey, her relationship with Maya grew stronger. They built a life together, creating a home full of love and acceptance. Anna became a counselor, using her experiences to help others navigate their own journeys. Years later, Maya proposed, asking Anna to marry her. Anna said yes, tears of happiness filling her eyes. Their wedding day was a celebration of love and authenticity, with their daughter Hope standing proudly by their side. Over the years, Anna's counseling practice flourished, and she became a respected voice in the transgender community. She wrote a memoir, touching countless lives along the way. Through all the triumphs and challenges, Anna remained true to herself. With Maya by her side, she built a family filled with love and acceptance, teaching Hope the values of diversity and kindness. When Hope faced questions about having two moms, Anna calmly explained that what mattered most was the love they shared. As Anna and Maya approached their 10th wedding anniversary, they decided to renew their vows, celebrating the life they had built together. Their love had transformed not just their own lives, but also the lives of those around them. That night, as they sat together, reflecting on their journey, Anna felt a profound sense of peace. She had embraced her true self, and with Maya's love and support, she had created a life full of joy, authenticity, and endless possibility. No longer the man she once was, Anna had become the woman she was always destined to be. And together with Maya, they would continue to face whatever the future held, stronger and more in love than ever. This is where the story wraps up. Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more stories like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you soon. See you next time.